As we all know, it hasn't been the best week for Adidas with the All Black jersey debacle. Well, it just hasn't gone away, this story. Now, it seems Richie McCaw's girlfriend is even getting in on the debate on the social media site Twitter. You've got to think before you tweet. For more on this, we'll check in with our alternative rugby commentator, Jed Thane. Good morning, Jed.
Oh, no. Stop already. Stop. Stop. Oh, please.
Hi, kia ora. Kia ora, New Zealand. I come to you at a dire time, ladies and gentlemen, and I think you're pretty lucky that it's me coming to you, because I don't know if anyone else would be socially acceptable right now. The country's in absolute turmoil. I arrived back from a triumphant alternative rugby commentary in Singapore, and I come back to the news that the Arab Spring continues, full volume, that now the English are ruining their own country again, and that we cannot buy our own rugby jerseys.
And I can see that you can't afford a jersey, it looks like. Lucas has lent you his glove, obviously. Couldn't he have lent you a shirt?
It's one of those situations where it's a lot easier to put on than it is to take off at the moment.
Now, just keep your arms down, Jed. Keep your arms down.
All you need to do is now you've got to sew on the silver fern.
Yeah. Or draw it on with twine.
No. I think what you're seeing here, this is actually the symbol of New Zealand sport. It was good enough for Lovelock. It was good enough for Arthur Parrott. It was good enough for Snell, John Walker. It was bloody good enough for Snow Quinn.
I expect there might be a few ladies that would quite like seeing Sonny Bill Williams' guns on display in an All Black match.
I can imagine so. Why not? Be a beautiful thing. But the point is, here we are, $4, $5, bang, all done. And where do you go? You go to a basketball game with New Zealand in it, who are you supporting? You go to a Tiddlywinks game, you're supporting New Zealand. You don't need the endorsement from the Germans. No love for the Germans anymore. Germans, I don't love them. I'm not. Give the money to Greece or Portugal or Spain or France. Apparently they're going to need it shortly.
Bring back the black singlet. You have done it, my friend.
A point well made.
Single-handedly.
Look at it. This is couture. This is couture.
I really don't want to look at it anymore, Jed. I don't want to look at it.
Hey, let's talk about Richie and Dan. And I don't mean the tweet.
I'll keep the gloves on. I'll keep the gloves on.
Yeah, keep the gloves on.
What's Richie's supposed girlfriend up to here, tweeting and getting involved in this? Is this wise for
our
All Black captain?
like you and a lot of the other men in New Zealand, I'm just happy that he's a heterosexual.
Okay. That's okay. Okay, all right, no.
We're sending a second stringer side to South Africa. We're sending a B team. It hasn't worked in the past. Will it work this time? That's what they say.
Well, here's now the question. Is it really a B team?
Well, if it's got no McCaw and no Carter?
It could take the park in the World Cup final. Will it be the B team then?
That is a good point. And what you're basically saying here, Jed, is...
Glad about that.
Let's face it, we're all thinking this. Why are we going to even bother playing Richie or Dan in either of the next two matches? I mean, they've shown their forms back. They've shown their forms back.
It's these gloves. Excuse me. I'm back with you.
That's
back
all right.
live. Hello.
Would you rest them both? Save them, put them in cotton wool?
Cradle them in my arms, sing them to sleep at night if I had to. Of course you would.
I agree.
They're the two greatest players in the world. What are you talking?
But do you...
Come on, mate. We're going over there. Those Boks, they've had 3 weeks. They've parked up 21 guys, rubbing each other down. They're all doing naughty things with animals, carrying telegraph poles. Are we going to take our boys over there and let them go head first into that? No. Time now for Colin Slade to step up and show he can run the cutter. And let's get the business done.
I reckon Colin Slade can run the cutter pretty well, actually. I think we've found a good backup there.
Well, you would say that, you one-eyed.
Yeah, of course I'd say that. Good Canterbury boy. Victor Vito, what's Victor Vito doing back in the squad? Where'd this come from?
I think he's there to add some aesthetic quality to the TV shots. Some of the slow-motion cameras, they'll focus right in on him. He's a magnificent-looking man.
And Sonny Bill Williams...
Remember that nose? He's got the big scoop.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful nose. Speaking of aesthetic qualities, Sonny Bill Williams, he's shiny, he's a star, but doesn't feel like he's a bit of a sticker. He's the kind of guy who's going to show up in any team, perhaps.
Yeah,
any team would love to have some... And a Sonny side, right-hand side. You just want to have him. Even if he came down and touched you during training, that'd be enough. A bit of Sonny dust. Money Bill Williams. That's what, he'll go and do it there, he'll go and do it. Thankfully, he's committed for 12 more months in New Zealand because he wants to pay back the fans for the loyalty, etc., etc. There's no evidence around to suggest that he's not a good guy. So you've got to take it as he says it. And if he says that he wants to stick around because he feels loyal, and he goes to another team because he's scared of earthquakes, fine.
Excellent.
On that note, I'll say fair point. Jed, lovely as always to have you with us. We will see you again.
Yeah, go get
with
dressed.
Clothes off.
Go get dressed. I was thinking we'll talk about the jersey, but good news is Jed Fane will be dressed, but no, undressed Jed.
Do my hands offend you now?
No.
Do my hands offend you? Is that what you're trying to say? Now that they're not covered, they're not as... It's not cold and Wellington.
No, I think they look worse with the gloves, to be honest.
Yeah.